Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Well, man, disappointing game today. Losing, although we attempted another comeback, but we end up losing by a score of 11-6 to the Detroit Tigers. Somewhat similar to the game last Sunday against the Rays, uh, but for the newcomer Dustin May in his second start as a Cardinal, unfortunately did not go well again. Uh, Almost the exact same line that he had his first time out against the Rays, except this time he gives up 7 runs and did not get through 4 innings. Struck out 4. So, first 2 starts as a Cardinal for Dustin May have not gone so well. So, we wasted our opportunity in the first, had a great chance with runners on second and third. Jordan Walker, though, would strike out on a 2-2 count. And then the bottom of the first, Tigers take a 1-0 lead. RBI single by Gleyber Torres, scoring Colt Keith from first base. It was actually an error by Victor Scott. So that'll make it 1-0 Detroit. And then a 2-run home run by DH Kerry Carpenter. That'll make it a 3-0 Detroit lead. And we again had a chance to get on the board in the top of the second. We had runners on second and third, but J.J. Weatherholt would strike out. And Weatherholt would reach base, lead off the game with a walk, so he's now reached base in all 8 games that he has played in the majors. So, yeah, his outstanding start to his major league career continues. So down 3-0 in the third. Jordan Walker put us on the board to make it 3-1, scoring Ivan Herrera. Then the bottom of the fourth, Kerry Carpenter a sacrifice fly to make it a 4-1 Tigers lead. And then in the bottom of the fourth, May would hit catcher Dylan Dingler with a pitch, and then a 2-run home run by Zach McKinstry would make it a 6-1 Detroit lead. For McKinstry, who was an all-star last season, his first home run this season, and second and third runs batted in, so that'll make it a 6-1 game. And then a sac fly by Matt Vierling would make it a 7-1 game. That was off of Justin Brule, but the run was charged to May. So down 7-1 entering the fifth, and Weatherholt would be hit by a pitch leading off the fifth, and then Ivan Herrera would walk, and then Alec Burleson with a double to make it a 7-2 game, and then Nolan Gorman would walk to load the bases for Jordan Walker and knocking out the ex-Cardinal Jack Flaherty out of the game, and Jordan Walker on a 1-0 pitch with a grand slam, 459 feet. So just like that, it was a 1-run game at 7-6. There was still no one out in the fifth. But then in the bottom of the fifth, with Matt Svanson on the mound, Zach McKinstry an RBI single to make it 8-6 Detroit. And then Weatherholt with a leadoff walk in the sixth, only for Burleson to ground into an inning double play. And then the bottom of the seventh, Gleyber Torres a solo home run to make it a 9-6 game for Torres, who had a great year last year, his first year with Detroit. This is his first home run of 2026, so that would make it a 9-6 game. And then at the bottom of the eighth, Matt Vierling, the Tigers' right fielder, would make it a 11-6 game off of Chris Roycroft. So, yeah, I mean, we attempted to come back, made it a 1-run game, but couldn't get anything else after that. So, disappointing for sure. And also, Cardinal batters would be hit by a pitch 5 times. Actually, 6 times in this one, which ties a Cardinal single-game record. Pedro Paz hit by a pitch twice, and then Herrera was hit by a pitch, as well as Ramon Urias and Weatherholt. So pretty crazy there. 6 Cardinal batters hit by a pitch. So yeah, I don't see that very often. And then in the ninth, with uh, 1 out, the game would be delayed due to rain, and eventually the game was final. Uh, you know, down by 5, was hoping we could make it a game. Facing longtime closer Kenley Jansen, who's one of the best relievers of this generation, is top 5 all time in saves. So, but yeah, it's a disappointing loss. But I mean, nice to see us attempt another comeback. But 4 Tiger home runs was the difference. So, but Dustin May, hopefully he can get it going. So, now in the series finale tomorrow night, the Tigers were originally supposed to have Justin Verlander make the start for the first time since coming back to the Tigers at home. However, he was placed on the IL literally moments before this game started, so he will not be going for the Tigers. Instead, they'll call up Kiter Montero from the minors to make the start, and for the Cardinals, it'll be Kyle Leahy making his second start of the season and of his career. So, Leahy, who took the loss in his first start against the Mets, but was still fairly solid, I thought. So, Mason Wynn did not play. He got the day off for the first time. So, hopefully we can, avoid getting swept. But this is a very good Tigers team. So, till Sunday evening, I'm just saying, go Cards.